Let's open things up for some fun. Why weren't you selected for the Portugal team to play in the UEFA
Oh
final?
man, I know. They should have picked me over Ronaldo, I guess. But no, that was awesome. Watching the game, seeing Portugal win a trophy was awesome. And I went to Portugal Day in Providence actually afterwards, and everyone was really happy, so it was good.
You're a big Portuguese guy in both the community and just as your identity. How important is the Portuguese influence here in Rhode Island?
Yeah, it's huge. I love when I go to games and I see people wearing Benfica jerseys, Sporting jerseys, Portugal jerseys, and all that. So it's a real cool thing to see, and it's nice to be involved in that community and help grow the game. And it's good that people can come out and support their local club who are Portuguese. So yeah, it's awesome to see.
You're going to be watching the Club World Cup on
yeah.
Monday?
Oh yeah, I'm jealous of my dad. He's going to the Benfica game in Florida, so I wish I could go to that. But yeah, it's awesome.
So let's get into the game itself. You obviously were the most influential player on the pitch on the midweek game against Louisville City. Help influence that own goal. Can you talk us through what was going through your mind? It all happened so fast. It happened faster than Louisville probably wanted to. Walk us through that.
Yeah, I saw earlier on in the game, Deco was kind of challenging for those headers, and the center backs were kind of ganging up on him. So I kind of just took a gamble, ran in behind, hoping that it would miss everybody out, and I got lucky that it did. Just kind of took my touch past the goalie, and I just tried to do my best with the angle that I had left, just to put it on target, and then luckily it worked out. So yeah, it was good.
We talk about how Mark Doyle got the first own goal in club history. Do you feel like that's your goal, or because if the stats say it's Adams' goal?
Yeah, we were just having this discussion actually on the sideline over there. Yeah, it would be cool if it was at least an assist or something, but yeah, it's all right. As long as the team benefits from it, it's whatever.
You guys have 4 straight home matches now coming up. How do you view that opportunity just to kind of get things moving back in the right direction?
Yeah, it'll be really good for us to start to build some momentum at home. Start of the season, we're on the road pretty much the whole time, so it'll be good to get some continuity at home, start to feel like home and stuff like that. So it'll be good. We're all looking forward to it, and getting to spend some time in Rhode Island should be good as well. So.
Coach didn't want to describe it as an offensive slump, but he said, finding ways to become more dangerous, obviously, and scoring more goals. What do you guys think you need to do to just kind of become more dangerous out there and find the back of the net more?
Yeah, I think we just all need to just take a deep breath, relax a little bit. I think we get a little excited in front of goal, so it's just kind of forgetting the narratives and just worrying about what's happening in front of us. And we all have been playing with each other for a while, so we know what to do when we get in front of goal. We just need to calm down, take a deep breath, and get that monkey off our back.
The own goal, though, didn't seem very calm. I mean, you sprinted in from way outside. Just the hustle that sometimes you just need to get something greasy, so to speak, like get low and hustle for it.
Yeah.
Is that an example you're trying to set, that you're hustling out there, other guys can do the same, and you guys can kind of break through a little bit?
Yeah, sometimes that's how you get out of slumps, is kind of just to work hard. So that's something I kind of bring into my game, is hustle, because you can guarantee that every single game. So yeah, it's something that I try to bring every time I'm on the field.
Joe, you had first the most important goal in the equalizer against Monterey Bay, a tremendous goal of the week candidate and winner. Now you're doing this against Louisville City. You're showing that you can be dangerous both as a substitute and now as a starter. How do you cement yourself in the starting 11 moving forward for the next set of games?
Yeah, it's just building consistency, continuing to help the team create goals. I think that's the best way for any player to stay on the field, is if you're scoring goals, you can't really get pulled off. So that's something I try to focus on, is whether it's goals or assists, just be consistent and help contribute to the team's success.
Fans here at home obviously want to see you guys win. They haven't had that opportunity yet. When that does happen, what do you think it's going to be like?
Yeah, I think it's going to be awesome. I think everyone will be really excited. They'll be bought in, and then it'll just help build for the next game, more fans coming back. And that's something that we're all trying to do, is build the game of soccer in this state and in this country. So we're all really desperate to get that win, but we just got to stay focused and know it's a long season and it'll come. Just like last season, we kind of got it going at the end, and we peaked at the right time, and it helped propel us to the final. So, but yeah, it'll be awesome once we get that first win, the energy in the stadium.
What are you doing after that first win happens personally? What's your after game celebration like?
I'm going to my favorite restaurant, Udinese, Portuguese restaurant. Yeah.
I don't know if they'll be open that late after the game.
Maybe they'll stay open for it. Yeah, celebrate.
You spoke about your Portuguese heritage, and what does that mean to you? How much does to represent, like you mentioned here in Rhode Island, just take us back to when you first kind of started to understand, your heritage and how you want to carry it?
Yeah. So I grew up in Connecticut, so I was always around a lot of Portuguese people, and when I would go to my academy games growing up, we'd always drive through Rhode Island, and on the way home, we'd always stop at the Portuguese restaurants around town. So it was always really cool and exciting for me when I saw I can come back to Rhode Island and play soccer here, and get myself involved in that community. Something I was really excited about. And it's good to starting to make friends that are Portuguese in the community and start to build those relationships and get them out to games and help build our Portuguese fan base. So, yeah.
Last week, Amos had to apologize to the fans for the loss. What would you tell fans now? And obviously the corner has not been turned. What do you tell fans coming out this weekend to watch this match?
Yeah, I would just tell them look at last season, how we did. It was a slow start. People were pretty frustrated with how we started the season. And once we kind of figured it out, got the right pieces in the right spot, it all clicked together. And we were able to make a really deep run into the playoffs. So it's a long season, and I understand their frustration, and I would be frustrated too as a fan. But we're working really hard to get it right, and we're looking for this weekend to be the first win in the home stadium. So.
Awesome. Great. Appreciate it.
Thanks.